So I got Titanfall 2 on PC, and I gotta say, I am really impressed. From someone who really got bored of Titanfall 1 pretty damn quick, I gotta say, I probably really enjoyed it for about a good 2 weeks. Just like Destiny, I enjoyed it for a couple of weeks, and then I just got bored of it, man. I don't know if it's me, or the game, or what. I don't think Titanfall was a bad game. I think it just came out at the wrong time for what I wanted to play at that time. Because that's when I was really heavy on Battlefield 4 and whatnot, and a couple of other games that came out around that time. But I gotta say, this time around, Titanfall 2 is very enjoyable to me. I am really loving this game so far, honestly. I've only had it for about a good 2 or 3 days, but for the time I've been playing it, I honestly can say I've enjoyed it more than I've ever enjoyed the first Titanfall. And that says a lot, because I did enjoy Titanfall when it first came out quite a bit. When it first came out, man. So getting into it, I can feel that this game is different. On streams and on YouTube videos and whatnot, it doesn't look that much different, and that's what really had me skeptical about ever getting it. Luckily, I got sent the code by a very, very good family friend of mine. Looked out, sent me the code for it. He's a Titanfall fan, and I got blessed with that. But anyway, you know, from the outside looking in, I was like, I'm not gonna get that game. I'm just gonna completely skip out on it. I got Battlefield 1. Yes, there's a video coming for that, or a couple of videos actually, because I am a huge Battlefield fan. But I had no plans of ever getting Titanfall 2 up until I actually experienced it firsthand. Now, I never played the alpha or the beta, which released on consoles, or alpha or beta, whichever one it was. Those released on consoles, and as you know, I'm only on PC for the time being right now. I plan on getting a PS4 very soon, another PS4 very soon. Well, I'll be juggling consoles and shit, but I never played the beta or alpha, whatever the fuck it was. So I never experienced it at all, really, up until I actually played it on a friend's PC. And I had to say, I was like, God damn, man, this shit is better than what I thought. And it really is. Now that I actually have it on my PC with my mouse and my keyboard, and my GPU settings and monitor and all that shit, it's fucking great. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like this season has really gave us the best of both worlds. As far as shooters and whatnot, you got Battlefield 1, which is much more reserved. You really can't run and gun in that game like you want to. You never really could in Battlefield, but you really can't in Battlefield 1. You're gonna get fucked up, like, I don't know, 8 out of 10 times if you just try to just blaze through shit. You gotta be reserved at some points during the game. I'm not saying it's camp heavy. It can be, but you gotta be smart with how you play out your movement and whatnot in that game. And then you have Titanfall 2, which is really a full-blown run and gun game. You're on the run all the time in that game, and you just really, you know, you're a foot soldier. You're just blazing through, and you can shoot. You have all the resources and shit to really shoot that fast, to shoot while you're running, to shoot while you're jumping, and all that shit like that. And I feel like those two games are really the best of both worlds. If you want your fast-paced, you know, non-stop action type game, you got Titanfall 2. And then if you want your, you know, more reserved, more, I'm not gonna say realistic, because we know Battlefield is really an arcade game, but it's more of a realistic arcade game than any other arcade shooter. Then you go with Battlefield 1. That is a good choice for that. And then of course we still have Call of Duty coming up, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are getting, judging by all the damn dislikes that trailer got. I don't plan on getting it. I want that fucking Call of Duty 4 remaster, but I'm not paying $80 for that shit, because you got to get that what's it called, Legacy Edition or whatever, in order to get that version of the game. They should have released it separately. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Activision. They know what they're doing with that goddamn, trying to get them dollar bills in on that fucking Infinite Warfare, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't plan on getting Call of Duty this year, so I'm probably gonna skip out on that. But yeah, man, Titanfall 2, I'm really enjoying it. I didn't expect to enjoy it. I had no expectation for this game. I just really didn't at all. I didn't, and now I'm playing it, and I haven't, and I'm really loving it. I'm really loving it. The Titans feel a lot better. They feel more elusive. They're easier to control than ever before, honestly. I'm not gonna say easier to control, but they're more smooth. The controls overall in this game feel more smoother than they have ever felt in Titanfall 1. And that says a lot to me, because that is part of what I didn't really like too much about Titanfall after a while, the first one, is that the controls felt not clunky, but just not as smooth as they feel now. I really like the guns in this game. I like how they laid out each class and whatnot, and everything really fits, and it feels better in this game. I can say it really does feel better. I have a lot more to explore. I've only had the game for about 2-3 days, or 2 days, I don't fucking know, 2 or 3 days, and yeah, I'm pretty much enjoying it, man. I really am. And the addition of the campaign, which was needed in the first, is really welcome in this one. I have to say they did a good job on this campaign, at least so far from what I played. I'm about 3/4 the way through this campaign, and I'm pretty much coming to a close. And the next time I boot up the game and get into the campaign, I'll probably beat it right then and there. And I gotta say, man, the campaign is not no slouch. It's really quick. It's not long, at least from what I've seen other people play from start to finish through. I still have to finish it myself, but it's not very long from what I've seen. But it's not one of those campaigns to where they just throw it, you know, into the game just to say that they have a campaign in the game, like Call of Duty. So yeah, with that being said, man, I am enjoying the campaign of this game. I really am. It is well needed, and it is very welcome, and it's good to really get people into the combat and the feel of Titanfall, which is fast paced. It really gets your, you know, the adrenaline flowing, so you can know what to do when you get into multiplayer, as any campaign should, especially when the multiplayer is the main core of the game itself. The campaign should really serve as a, like, you know, a story-oriented tutorial to really make sure you feel good going into these multiplayer matches. You know, that's just how I look at it, but it's whatever. Everybody looks at things differently, but that's how I feel about Titanfall 2 so far. I'm really enjoying it. You know, it exceeded what I expected out of it, which was not much. So there's that. It could be just the hype, you know, in me right now talking, giving this game such a good vibe and whatnot. You know, I'm feeling this game and all that shit. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Battlefield 1 video coming very soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. This is iDoc Life. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, dislike this motherfucker if you don't like the video. It's your world. Do whatever you want to do. I'm out. Peace. Oh, and happy Halloween, by the way. And fuck clowns.
The Doctor's Fix.
This is the very first episode of my series where I basically talk about select topics that I select, topics that I'm going to let you select in the future and whatnot in the comment section, which is why it's important that you comment on what you guys want.